Catch me if you can.
Come down, Grandpa.
Lots of people come to Sunny Sands for their holidays. You can go out on Bob's boat, the Boomerang. You can have ice cream sundaes at Miss Smiley's cafe. You can play on the beach. And the best place to stay is at the Mill on the Marsh. But today, things were very quiet. Grandpa was on the balcony reading the Sunny Sands Gazette when Uncle CJ came in.
Jules is taking Wolfie for a long walk. I'm going to clear out the garage. If you need me, just shout.
Fine. Where are the children?
In the kitchen having breakfast. Oh, by the way, some kids from Sunny Sands Summer Camp are coming here today.
Really? What for?
Their tour guide is very keen to teach them all about windmills.
Oh, that's great, but isn't that something you do when it's raining? Better to take them to the beach on a sunny day like this.
You'd think so, yes. I'm sure they won't be here for long. Just a quick look around.
But the summer camp kids had already arrived.
Shush, shush, shush. Gather round, gather round. Now, here we are at the fascinating Mill on the Marsh. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Wendy Waffle, children's tour guide. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of explaining something very important. A long, long time ago, this windmill was used to grind flour to make bread. Now, the windmill was invented in ancient Rome. In the 9th century, or was it the 8th? Maybe it was the 10th. No, it was the 9th century.
I can see why she's called Wendy Waffle.
Persians started
She's
building
waffling.
Was it the Persians?
Wendy
Or was it the
Waffle was
Portuguese?
going on and on. Yes, she was doing a lot of waffling at the windmill.
I'll be in the garage. Grandpa's upstairs, but he'll probably go for a little lie down. Jason will look after you.
Thanks, Dad.
Have fun.
Oh, we're not here to have fun. We're here to learn.
Can we go to the beach too?
Don't be silly. You can't learn anything about windmills on the beach. Come along, follow me.
We were still having breakfast when everyone came in.
Gather round. I've got lots of important things to tell you about our day. First off, it's our windmill fact sheet. Then it's time for our windmill picnic lunch. Then windmill make and do. And finally, our windmill test.
It's Hares, but we're on summer camp.
Here we are.
Jason didn't like the sound of any of this. He went upstairs to tell Grandpa.
Nice pink one. Write your name on it. Yeah, don't lose it. Right. We've all got our windmill fact sheets. Follow me!
Wendy Waffle's a terrible waffler. She's making it all so boring. The summer camp kids, they just want to go to the beach.
Well, maybe we could do something to help. Speed up the visit a little.
Like how?
I'll think of something. They're in the sitting room.
Gather round. Right. Interesting fact number 1. This windmill is over 300 years old. Or is it 200? No, it's 300 years old. Anyway, it is very, very old.
The waffle went on and on and on.
Interesting fact number 2. The mill on the marsh was built by a man called Mr. Marjoram the Jolly Miller.
Did you know about Mr. Marjoram the Jolly Miller? No, never heard of him.
No, I think it was Mr. Marjoram the Jolly Miller.
Why was he called the Jolly Miller?
Because he had a very loud, jolly laugh and he loved having lots of fun.
Perhaps the ghost of the Jolly Miller still haunts this mill. Ho, ho, ho!
Ooh, a ghost! I say, how exciting. I've never met a ghost. I wonder if it's hiding in the kitchen. Or maybe in the living room. Or maybe in the meadow. Oh, I'd love to see a ghost.
Well, you won't, because there's no such thing.
was joking.
Oh. We've no time for jokes. We're here to learn. Come along, everyone, upstairs now. Come along, come along. Feet up, feet up. I've got all day. Yes.
Grandpa had been listening and he'd just got an idea.
The only person who can persuade Wendy Waffle to take those kids to the beach is the ghost of the Jolly Miller.
I think I know what you're thinking, Grandpa.
And it'll be easier for me to be the ghost of the Jolly Miller if I'm small.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa.
Catch me if you can.
You know all about Grandpa's shrinking. When he's got that cap on, he gets up to all sorts of mischief.
He runs and jumps and climbs everywhere. And he can make things fly, like this. He can drive around in my cousin Jason's toy car. It's magic!
We came out to see Grandpa and, surprise, surprise, he'd shrunk.
Sorry, I couldn't stop him.
I am going to be the ghost of Mr. Marjoram, the Jolly Miller.
Grandpa, you're such a mischief.
But why?
Because I think the Jolly Miller can persuade Wendy Waffle to leave the mill and take the kids to the beach instead.
That's a great plan. And a funny one too.
But first, we're going to need an old white sheet.
We've got a sheet in our bedroom. I'll get it.
No, I'll get it.
And I've got another little job for you too, Jason. Well, a couple of little jobs, actually.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Come along, everyone, follow me. Here we are. Right then, settle down, gather round. Now then, up there are all the old workings of the mill. Now, a long, long time ago, that big wheel out there used to turn around. Or is it spin? Spin or turn?
Just then, Grandpa sneaked in from the balcony, but nobody saw him, and Wendy Waffle kept waffling.
Wasn't that fascinating? Right, now it's time for our Windmill picnic lunch.
Can we go to the beach for our picnic?
Yes, please.
No, don't be silly. There's lots more to do here. Come along down.
Before Wendy Waffle left, Jason stepped in.
Here we are.
Miss Waffle, why don't you have your lunch up here, on your own? I mean, I'm sure you deserve a break from all that talking.
Oh, I'd love to have a break, but who's going to keep an eye on the children?
Oh, my dad will do that. He's fine. I'll just go check to see if it's cool.
Oh, that would be lovely. That is very kind.
Wendy Waffle was on her own, but it didn't stop her waffling to herself.
Ham sandwiches are my absolute
It was time for Grandpa to put his plan into action. He did this.
What was that? Sounded like a laugh. Or was it a chuckle?
Of course, it was Grandpa, pretending to be Mr. Marjoram, the Jolly Miller.
We were trying really hard not to laugh.
Next, Grandpa jumped into the bits and bobs box and did it again.
It couldn't be. Could it? Or could it? Mr. Marjoram, the Jolly Miller. Don't be silly, Wendy. It couldn't be. But maybe it is.
Dad's looking after everyone. Are you okay?
Fine. Now it's time for the make and do, or do and make. Make and do, or do me. I'm off to the kitchen.
Here. So far, so good. I think she started to believe in me.
What's next?
And why do you want this old white sheet?
Gather round, gather round. I'll explain.
Now it's time for your windmill test.
We'll never get to the beach, never. Grandpa wanted us to get the children to leave the kitchen, so Wendy Waffle would be on her own.
Excuse me, why don't you show our Uncle CJ your windmills?
He'd love to see them. He's mad about windmills.
Can we? Please? Please?
All right. I'll tidy up.
The garage is that way.
It was time for the final bit of the plan.
I'm too grown up for this kind of thing, Grandpa.
Too grown up? Nonsense. Now get under that sheet.
Wendy Waffle came into the courtyard and saw this.
Oh, my eyes.
Yes, Grandpa and Jason were pretending to be the ghost of Mr. Marjoram the Jolly Miller.
Ho! I am Mr. Marjoram, the Jolly Miller.
No, you can't be. Or can you? But you can't be. Are you the ghost of the Jolly Miller, or aren't you?
I most certainly am. And I want everybody to be jolly like me. These summer camp kids have come to Sunny Sands to have fun. It's a beautiful sunny day, so forget this windmill test and take them to the beach.
All right. Of course I will. The beach. I'll take them to the beach. I can't wait to tell them I've seen a real ghost. Children, to the beach!
Well, that seemed to work.
I felt a bit silly, though.
Uncle CJ will be back any second. Cap off, Grandpa.
That was good.
You two were so funny.
I'm Mr. Marjoram, the Jolly Miller.
Yeah, well, we couldn't have done it without you two. Teamwork, I call it. Teamwork.
What lovely kids. They've left, by the way, gone to the beach.
Oh, good.
Wendy was in a lather of excitement. She kept going on about some ghost. Ghost? There's no such thing.
Oh, well, don't take any notice. You know what she's like? It was a load of waffle.